Staying with us. So the 2019 general elections have come and gone, and newly elected lawmakers, which comprise of the returning members and the first-timers, are positioning themselves for the top leadership positions in the 9th Assembly. Now, joining us on the show is a federal lawmaker, Prince Akeem Adeyemi. Welcome to the show, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Good morning.
So we really wanted to have you earlier because there's so much juice about you. You know, before we even get to the 9th Assembly issue, we noticed that you have tribal marks. What's that about? You still have in this 21st century.
Can I know your name again?
My name is Moriah.
Moriah, you're asking me about identity of the Yoruba nation?
Okay.
You don't need to ask me that.
Okay. Right.
I'm the prince.
All right.
I represent you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the marks are for because of your prince. Okay.
It's an identity of Yoruba nation.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, it has been stopped from the palace over here, but it's still there.
Okay, it's good that we know. So that when I see, I won't ask that question again. It's good. Thank you for letting me.
Let me quickly jump on that. Yeah, tribal marks have been banned, but it's still being carried out in certain areas.
Yeah, sure.
But
did you say it's been banned? By who?
People have been advocating for the removal, and government is saying they're looking into it.
Yeah.
Seriously, but people still.
You can say it's out of vogue, not banned. It's out of vogue.
It's not fashionable.
And the last time it happened, the Palace of Oyo was 1976. So, long before
Are you in support of people calling for it to be removed totally?
Yeah, sure. I mean, a lot of things is going to be obsolete.
Of course.
Definitely. Culture is not static.
Right. Yeah.
Just like human life.
Right.
So, it's
Okay,
out of vogue.
The one you have is for the
Let's move on to the marks. I don't want to go there. We have very little time. Let's move on to the issue of 9th Assembly because it's very, very crucial.
Yeah.
Everybody's jostling for the leadership. Everybody wants to become a leader, minority leader. Tell us, because you are a returning lawmaker, so you have information.
Yes.
How is the leadership of the 9th Assembly determined constitutionally?
Constitutionally, the law says, I'm a House of Rep member, the House shall have a speaker.
Yes. Okay.
And it shall come from the majority members that dominate the House.
Okay.
So after the emergence of the lead speaker of the House of Representatives, the majority member will still elect their leader. That is majority leader. The election that will take place on the floor will be carried out by all the members to elect the speaker and the deputy speaker.
Okay.
But the majority member will go and elect their majority leader, majority chief whips, deputy majority chief whips. Okay. The minority members will elect their minority leaders and minority the chief whips. Okay. So that is the formation of the leadership of the House. Okay. So in total, the leadership of the House of Representatives will be 6. Right. The speaker, the deputy speaker, majority leader, deputy majority leader, and the minority leader. Okay. And minority and the chief whips. So that is the leadership of the House.
All right, fantastic. So among the 40 lawmakers elect.
40?
40, that's state. That's federal.
Federal, we have 360.
Federal is 3 per state. 3 per state.
No, that's Senate.
Okay, that's the Senate, yes. So sorry about that. How, we don't have much women.
Yeah, okay.
So how, is there any plan to, you know, increase the representation and the participation of women?
That is the party matter. I can answer that. Okay. The party do the nomination. It's the party that nominated candidate, candidate for the election, and it's even the electorate. Right. It's the electorate that voted, that votes.
But let me let you come in here.
Follow up to the story, the statement you made concerning internal party arrangement, that its majority party would be the one to decide whoever is going to end up being the Speaker of the National Assembly. Yeah. However, we noticed that even within, let me talk about the Senate, because we had a major somebody come out, Ndume, saying that a party cannot impose someone to be the person that will be the leader. I thought that should be entirely internal. At no point should it come into the papers.
Let me come in. I should think distinguished Senator Ndume might have been misquoted. The party nominated Ndume. It does not fly as an independent candidate. So if the party say Ndume is our candidate in the North, so how come the party does not have a say again, and who will carry on the program of the party? Ndume might have been misquoted. I don't think a genuine party member, a high-ranking distinguished senator, a high-ranking legislator cannot go out and say that.
The idea is that you cannot, a party leader cannot come and choose who will be.
There's not a. There's leadership of the party.
Okay, so should the party leader determine who will be the head in the National Assembly?
Let me tell you something. If the party can say, Akeem Adeyemi, I am the candidate of Oyo Federal Constituency, accepted, I clap for the party. My party, the APC. So when it comes to the party to now say, Adeyemi Akeem, we have decided this is what we believe is good for the party at the moment, in the near future, do this. And I come out and say, oh, hey, party, you can dictate for me. I am just projecting myself to the outside world to see the kind of person I am. It is not good for a man, a party man, an elected person who fly on the party ticket to come out and say something against the party. It's very unfair.
Two things. You said he might have been misquoted.
He might have been misquoted.
You're also saying if he did say it. If he did say it was wrong. So
if he did say it, I don't expect.
You don't think he said it?
I don't think a distinguished senator that the party nominated, the party sponsored will have said that.
Let's talk about the house rules that are guiding this election. Yeah. So there's a house rule for 2015. Yes. There's also one for 2011. Ita Enang, the president's advisor on National Assembly Affairs, was saying that the House rules for 2011 will guide the elections for the presiding officers of the House. Yeah. What's your take on that?
I have no stake. It's a very good thing. If for any association, for any country, it is clear. On the inauguration of the National Assembly, this National Assembly, there will be an election. Election to nominate, the Senate will elect the Senate President, the House of Rep will elect the House of Representatives Speaker.
Okay. Under which rules?
Yeah. Okay, let me, I'll come to you.
There's a rule that will guide us.
Which one? 2015 is the most recent.
Why go back to 2011? We have a rule.
The papers today that they will go back to 2011.
We can, don't worry, the National Assembly will decide the rule that will guide them, and by the time we get, before we get there, we know the rules that will operate.
I'd like to hear your views on the call for fairness, accountability, fairness actually, to consider other regions, especially the southeastern regions, for principal positions in the House of the National Assembly. What are your general thoughts on that? Do you agree?
I totally agree. Okay. Let me tell you.
So why are we not seeing people pushing for it? We're just seeing little pockets of people talking about it, but a lot of people are not really pushing the leadership.
There's a system in place that will automatically be fair to all region. Okay. Let me give an example now. The leadership of the House and the generality of the APC members in both the Senate and the House of Representatives has agreed and accepted that the northern part of the country to produce the Senate President. Automatically, the southern part of the country should produce the House of Rep Speaker, balancing. And if the North go to the Northeast or whatever and say, Lawan, for example, in the South, the majority of the House of Representatives from our party are from the southwestern part of Nigeria. Are you getting me? Majority.
So what are the deputy positions?
No, wait. So if the Southwest have the Speaker in the person of Gbajabiamila, I've already told you the other leadership position. 5 remaining. Definitely the other 5 zones, the North Central, the Northeast, the Northwest, the South Side, the South, will automatically be involved in decision-making of the House of Representatives under the system.
The Northeast is saying that they provided more votes in this election. Yes, sure. And so they are clamoring for the same positions that the Southwest is clamoring for, which is one of them, the speakership.
The Northeast are, okay, let me tell you, for a frontline candidate, as just we done last week, we are talking about an respected Mongono from Borno. So no, in fairness, if the Senate President is coming to the Northeast, we cannot be talking about speakers again. And I seen in him an experience, a robust man, Gbajabiamila. I stepped down, not only on the basis of equity and fairness, I stepped down for a proactive person.
Should any region be claiming that because they contributed a lot 100%. To the person that won the election have a right? Because the state of assembly, the National Assembly is not representing the region, it's representing every individual, the entire country.
Yes.
So, one, I want to ask you, why exactly are we zoning? Are we zoning?
We need to zone. Let me tell you, we need to zone. You asked a question. She asked a question now and said, are we not going to marginalize some zone?
Yes.
If we did not zone, and I say, okay, fine, let's go to voting. Are you telling me that we should take over the minority role again and say, okay, minority leader? Because if you go to voting, the APC member can vote and say they want to become the majority leader as well as the minority leader. It's not done. No. So it is, and again, are you telling me that I should come out and say, okay, if Gbajabiamila become the speaker now, I should come out and say I want to become the minority chief whip again?
My question is that should we zone one? Yeah. The idea of zoning is to provide equitable sharing.
Yes.
Right. So when we have the presidency from the north,
yes,
we have the vice president from the south.
Yeah.
The area not covered, which you are not mentioning, south is not one area. Because you keep saying south like it's one. South contains the south,
I know.
Southeast, and then the west.
Yes.
Southwest. So you can't just say south like south is one region. No, it's not one region.
Because there's no 3 vice presidents and there's no 3 presidents. Definitely if you say president from the north, it comes from either north central, northeast, or northwest. 1. If you take vice president to come from the south, we don't have 3 vice presidents. 1. So the vice president comes from the south.
So at the end of the day, the 4 major positions will be covered by non-Eastern people.
No, it's not like
there
that.
There will be nobody covered there.
No.
That's what clarity.
Let me tell you.
There are 4 positions.
Let me tell you one thing. Currently, the deputy senate president is from the south.
Yes.
East. Are you getting me?
Yes.
Currently, the deputy senate president.
And he fought his way there.
No, whatever, let me tell you, it's not that he fought his way there.
No, but
even if, whether he fought his way there or not, the current deputy senate president is from the southeast. So are they marginalized?
No, we're asking for the 9th assembly.
So let me tell you one thing.
I'll come to you, Nima. I don't want to put you in a box.
Yes.
But all I want you to understand.
I can't ever be in the box.
Okay, so the point is what you said so far.
Yeah.
The Senate's presidency is northeast.
Yes.
The National Assembly speakership is southwest. Each of them have deputy positions. Yes. We're asking you now on the table, these deputy positions, would the southwest, the southeast, or south be considered for any of those positions?
Thank you very much. I've already answered your question before that.
Please
you are looking at Senate, the speaker, deputy speaker. Yes. I told you we have 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
The 6 leadership in the House will be occupied by all geopolitical zones.
Next, Nima.
So let's just assume, because my direct question was to be, what's the party's position?
Yes, the party has already said the 6 leadership position will be occupied by the 6 geopolitical zones. So my brothers in the South know they are going to be part of the leadership. My brothers in the Northeast, Northwest, South, every region. Southeast will be part of this.
Okay. What's the president's, let's talk about, the president's influence in how the elections go and the outcome of the elections. How is he playing that role? Is he doing anything exactly?
Thank you very much. The president remains the leader of the party, leader of government. A president will always want a National Assembly that will see his program.
He didn't do it before.
Wait. That will see his program of progress, development of the nation, and work aligned. Not necessarily in the rubber stamp legislature, no. Are you getting me? But when the president has a vision, a National Assembly that will not play politics with the lives of the Nigerian nation.
They did that the last time. Was saying
a National Assembly that will not play politics.
Okay, I have to go on a break, but I want you to address something. What are the lessons learned? Because you were in the previous
yes, yes.
So we understand the issues and difficulties the president had. So when we come back, we'll ask you the lessons learned going forward. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Thanks for staying with us. So, Obiajulu asked questions concerning women, and I wanted to also ask that question again.
Yeah.
The women amongst you.
Yes.
Is it that you always totally relegate them to the background?
No.
Why is it that it's always men we see having this? No. Do you involve the women amongst you?
Distinguished honorable members for me, and that's what respected that women led. Okay, I'm a committee of aviation.
Okay.
The chairman of the committee is a woman.
Okay.
And she tried very well. When we came in, Port Harcourt Airport was the worst in the world. As aviation committee members, we collaborated very well with the federal government. Today, Buhari administration has given us a new Port Harcourt Airport, one of the best in Africa now, from the worst. Look at what we gave. The women, as a chairman of the committee, we gave, the federal government said, so time, the runway in the Abuja airport will be done. A day before it was completed. They moved all the airline to Kaduna.
So the committee that women shared,
you see, no.
How many committees
another committee, Foreign Affairs Committee, it's a woman.
Yes, very vocal.
Even the Senate Committee on Foreign Affairs, a woman, my senator. So you see, we have given you a fair share.
Now we are getting into the 9th Assembly.
Yes.
What are the lessons we are taking out of the 8th Assembly? What are some of the mistakes that we will not want to repeat in the 9th Assembly that will guide our administration?
In the 9th Assembly, majority of the APC members and the federal government and the party are looking at somebody to head the House of Representatives, Femi Akeem Gbajabiamila. You see, when we talk about
this personality, wait.
A politician to the core.
Let's talk about personality. Let's talk about the personality, Femi Gbajabiamila. Some people have criticized Femi Gbajabiamila as being too compromising. He's always had the ambition to become speaker, but he's always stepping down.
He has never lost the ambition of becoming the speaker. This is a man that has been the leader of the AD caucus.
He contested.
He's a man that has been the minority chief whips. He's a man that has been the minority leader. He's a man that has been the majority leader. He has had all the... Let me tell you about competency. Excuse me. Let me talk about competency. This is a man, at the end of the second tenure alone, he has sponsored the highest bill. The fundamental responsibility of the legislator, excuse me, the fundamental responsibility of the legislator is bills that will move the lives of the nation. And at the second tenure of this man, he has the highest level of bills.
So why do I sense that you're going to get a position in the House?
Let me tell you, this is a man that as an opposition leader, are you getting me? He was the only... The first and the only legislator that rose on the floor to sponsor.
It looks like you're looking for a juicy committee. Because you want a juicy committee, you're now
need to let the viewers enjoy this point.
No. They can Google it.
Let me make my point. Somebody who was an opposition member and leader, he was the first and the only legislator that rose on the floor of the National Assembly and sponsor the invocation of doctrine of necessity to make Jonathan the president. He's a nationalist. He does not allow party
I get you.
Get your point.
This is a man
who
play a leading role.
We get your point.
A third-time agenda of somebody want to perpetuate himself in power. He's a nationalist.
Point taken.
I understand.
See?
But let me explain something. I'm still talking about him, sir.
When the party sees in you, a bridge builder, when the party sees in you, a man acceptable throughout the nation. When the party sees in you, an internationally recognized legislator.
We know that you get a juicy committee, obviously. After this praises. Let me come to the point.
If you don't get a committee to end
no, trust me, you get a juicy committee.
By the time a Gbajabiamila finished as a speaker, God grace, Nigerians, students, will be able to study who he is.
But for him to get it now, they've made it open. They've made it open that they've made it open that APC can talk to PDP people in order to get that quorum, get that concession, working together. And that has been the issue because you had the same platform. How can he, as a person, work with other parties to make it work? How can Lawal also work with other people to make it work?
The slogan of Gbajabiamila's speakership is joint task. Already, Gbajabiamila is no longer going to be a majority leader. He's the one to head all the whole house. So Gbajabiamila has friends in PDP,
awesome.
in ADP.
That's good for him. And that should be good for us too as a nation. This is a joint task. Don't you know something? There's something I want you to understand about.
I have a call, sir. I have a call.
Okay.
Thanks, Yakubu. Are you there?
Yeah, Mariam.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, good morning, and then good morning to the Honorable in the studio.
Good morning, my brother.
Mario, two things. One is question to the Honorable in the studio.
Yeah.
We are talking about women in politics and then women in National Assembly and the House of, Senate. And then we have a little woman representative this time around. The question now is this. Honorable, are you ready to push a bill whereby it will make it mandatory for all political parties to give 30% affirmative to women, to make it mandatory for them? Instead, 7 representatives to the National Assembly in every state. They should make it mandatory that at least 3, each state should be a woman. Are you ready to push that bill?
All right, thank you very much, Yakubu.
Thank you very much, Yakubu. We see, if a party A fulfilled this righteousness and a party B did not.
No, but if it's a law.
Wait, let me tell you. Or, okay, let's say in your state now we have 14 House of Rep seats. Or your APC say, okay, I gave 3 to the women. Your party, maybe you gave 3 to. But the constituency you gave the women to, the electorate preferred the men in your constituency and they voted against the women of your party. So what's going on? It's not actually the problem of the party per se. It's the electorate. It's you women. You need to go and convince the electorate that you are not going to be doing Owambe, all the time. You are really going for a business. I'm sorry. You are really going to work.
Exception to that statement.
No. It's just it is not me to campaign for you. It is you to go and convince the electorate and sell your. I'm telling. Okay, look at a woman from your state now.
Unfortunately,
Sadipe, he defeated men.
Yeah.
When my senator contested, he defeated men. So is it only me that voted for you?
You have to come out and work.
Projected herself to the electorate and she was accepted.
Thank you very much, sir. And honestly, a lot of people know that his father is actually the Alaafin of Oyo State, and his brother competed against him on PDP. There's a lot about you we'd like to really talk about. Unfortunately, we're out of time. So we'll bring you back
because
to
you were
talk
talking
about
Gbajabiamila.
No,
because this National Assembly is so focused to have leadership of the National Assembly that will support the president to execute.
Gbajabiamila is proud of you.
No.
That's why we can
the
take
most experienced.
Bye-bye.
The most experienced.